So I took a split with Friday night's free selections as I lost with the Twinkies as they fell at home to Detroit, but I did win with the Red Sox on the run line at the LA Angels. And that game, the Angels Red Sox, will be today's complimentary play as it's a rematch of the June 24th contest at Fenway, a rematch in the pitching battle as well. In that June 24th contest, J.C. Ramirez bested David Price. Tonight, those two hook up once more in Anaheim at the Big A. And I'll get to that complimentary play in just a moment. Well, there are 162 days left in this calendar year. I don't know if there's any significance there, but I thought I'd at least throw it out there for you. And let's get to today's day in history. I got to tell you, I enjoy doing this. It actually takes me longer to do this than to handicap the entire baseball card. That's how easy it is to handicap baseball. But I actually put a little effort into this. I hope you appreciate it because I like to fact check all these things before putting them out there for you. And I'll give you a prime example. Perhaps I'm a little anal about it, but listen, I was a journalist for too many years and I believe in fact checking. I'll give you a prime example. As I said, 2 days ago, I came across one particular interesting tidbit where it said that Paul McCartney happened to be watching a television show on the BBC where his girlfriend at the time, Jane Asher, announced that their engagement was off, and McCartney only found out about it by watching on TV. And I thought, no, this sounded a little too good to be true. So I did a little more digging, and yes, Jane Asher announced on this television show that their engagement had been off. But of course, Jane Asher happened to walk in on McCartney in bed with another woman at their flat in London. And that really was the genesis for calling their engagement off. She had already gone and cleared out their apartment, and McCartney knew that it was over. So it was the public finding out that their engagement was off, not necessarily McCartney at the time. And those are the little things that drive me crazy when you come across these sites that claim to have these certain historical facts being true, and you find out, well, they're not so true. So I try to fact check these things, and this is one for you that I know is true because on this day in 1934, notorious bank robber and cop killer John Dillinger, who was proclaimed to be public enemy number one by FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover, gunned down by federal agents in front of Chicago's Biograph Theater. And here's a twist of fate, a little ironic note for you. Exactly 11 years earlier, on the same exact day, Dillinger joined the Navy in an attempt to avoid auto theft charges in Indiana. Of course, he didn't last long in the Navy. He went AWOL a number of times, the last time in December of 1923, and then ultimately met his demise in a hail of gunfire exactly 11 years later. In 1977, it marked the release of Elvis Costello's debut album, My Aim Is True, in the United Kingdom, featuring such songs as Allison and Less Than Zero, produced by Nick Lowe, cost around £2,000 to record. Costello, who had a daytime job, cut the album in a series of 6 4-hour sessions. The album, 12 tracks, total length of the album, 32 minutes and 56 seconds, which was extraordinary when you think about it. 12 tracks, 32 minutes, right? I mean, that's really amazing. What was Elvis Costello's real first name? Or still is his first name, his birth name? Declan McManus. Anyway, that was released today in the UK in 1977. It's funny, often I'll come across, who was born on this day, who was died on this day. Today, a rich day in terms of music history for some notables born on this day. George Clinton, the king of P-Funk, Parliament Funkadelic, born on this day in 1941. Born in 1943, a guy on the opposite end of the spectrum, Bobby Sherman. Yes, Bobby Sherman. What was it? Julie, 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 do you love me? What was that show he was on in the 60s? Here Comes the Brides. Here Comes the Brides. Also starring David Soul, later of Starsky and Hutch fame. Don't you just love getting? Matter of fact, guys, I got to do something right here. Listen, you got to love the fact that it is live video reports because I came across something today. This is an important one. I just want to make sure. Yes, this is an important tidbit for you. Do you know who else was born today? You know who else? Alex Trebek of Jeopardy fame was born today. And that really is something you should know because the next time you're on Jeopardy, these are the type of things that you should know, just in case Alex is asking you an important question on the Jeopardy board. Alex Trebek born today as well. There you go. Also born today, Rick Davies, the founder, lead singer, and keyboardist with Supertramp, one of the most annoying groups ever to produce music. He sang lead on that horrible, horrible song, Goodbye Stranger. Oh my God. Why do they continue playing any Supertramp song is beyond me, but you still hear it. Ugh. Anyway, he was born in 1944. Don Henley, born in 1947. And rounding out the top 5 musical stars born on this day, Selena Gomez in 1992. Well, hey, look, 4 out of 5 isn't bad. What can I tell you? And I did give you Alex Trebek as a bonus. So I get an extra 200 points for that one. Let's get to your complimentary play. I'm going to go with the Boston Red Sox in revenge, although you are laying a heavy price of minus $1.35 tonight in Anaheim with David Price, who since losing that June 24 start at home to JC Ramirez and the Angels at Fenway, has pitched very well. In his last 4 starts since that loss, he's worked 27 innings. He's allowed only 5 runs. And in those 27 innings, he struck out 29 and walked only 4, coming off 8 strong innings of 4-hit shutout ball at home against the Yankees, and had 8 strikeouts in that game. Actually, he allowed 7 hits in that game, but he did strike out 8. Team has won 5 of his last 7 starts overall. Team has won 3 of his last 4 starts during that 4-start stretch I was just talking about. I like them tonight. Red Sox won last night 6-2 behind Chris Sale. The Angels are 2-4 on their current homestand that began with them taking on the Rays and the Nationals. They've lost 11 of their last 16 games overall. Yes, JC Ramirez pitched very well at Fenway in that June 24 start. Allowed 1 run, 4 hits in 6 innings. He got off to a very good start when they first inserted him into the starting rotation. Since then, he's been up and down. I just like the way the Red Sox are playing right now, and I like Price, the way he's pitching, and that's why I'm willing to go ahead and lay the little heavier road price than I normally would with the Red Sox in this particular spot tonight. Once again, I'm going to go with the Red Sox as your complimentary play. I wish you well, guys, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.